The Loud Spot podcast uses adult humor and adult language in its broadcast. It may be unsuitable for younger audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Also, we are idiots. Please don't take anything we say offensive or to heart.
Oh, no! Oh, boy! Ah, here it comes! The motherfucking Loud Spot!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. Tonight, we got a great show for you guys. Tonight, we got a band called the Oddeven. Singer is from a band called
that you might know.
Yeah, Flaw.
Yeah.
Flaw was a big band. Don's never heard of Flaw for some reason.
How did you miss that living in Oklahoma and Missouri?
I already got the lecture from Sebastian. He even played me a song, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm sorry. I don't know.
We're coming back this week from Carnival of Ink, which was just this last weekend. You know, we had a fun time. We did some Man on the Street stuff, which I'm still editing. It'll take me a little bit to edit, but we had a great time. For our first Man on the Street tattoo convention, I got an owl tattoo on my, I guess, kind of inner thigh cover-up piece.
A cover-up, and it was your inner thigh, side knee area.
I've never been in so much pain.
Yeah.
He did not sit well. I had to take a shortcut at the very end. You know, I couldn't get all the individual feathers.
She didn't want to do it. She did not want to do a shortcut at all. And I was like, break time. I got to go for a walk. I got to go to the bathroom. I swear I probably sat in that bathroom like 20 minutes longer than I needed to. Just so that way I didn't have to go back to endure the pain.
Me, myself, I'm an outline girl. I can sit through any outline on any part of my body. You bring out a mag and start coloring on me, I get a little angry. Now, there's a lot of my clients that hate outlines. Like, they're squeaming through the whole outline. I pull out my mag to color. They're just like, and it's like,
really?
But
now I'll tell you who the champ was this weekend. Who the champ was that weekend?
Tiffany was.
Didn't complain. Didn't really flinch all that much. Healing up nice and good. Still ain't
women deal with pain. We're men. We think we're all fucking tough. We're tough guys.
Y'all are not.
We don't give birth, bro. We don't give birth.
I'm not saying. Anyways, I took it like a champ, but that numbing cream didn't work from the beginning. I thought it did, but I didn't. So I just got to play with it a little bit more and keep it on longer or something like that. Or maybe it just won't take.
Imagine a baby coming out of your dick hole, dude.
Yeah,
that's gonna hurt.
You can't even handle kidney stones coming out of that pee hole.
Right. That's right, Sebastian. You're over 40 now. Kidney stones, sir.
I've had some kidney stones in my 30s. They hurt. I get where you barely stand up. Like, yeah. It's either kidney stones or herpes. I'm not sure which one.
It's one of those two. But you know what? We got to give a big shout out to Anna and Joe for having us out there. I mean, granted, Dawn bought a booth to do her tattoo thing out there, but they were nice. They were polite. It was a different world than Sebastian and I are used to as far as like people. But it was actually entertaining to us because we got to see a lot of different people that we normally probably don't hang out with. Well, maybe Sebastian does. He'll hang out with anyone, but let me just say it on my part.
Speak for yourself, Sam.
I don't hang out, but we met people at Sebastian. Sebastian made fun of cops that were out there while he was
No, I wasn't making fun of them. I was trying to talk to them. I should not have been talking to them.
A tattoo. I distinctly remember a cop getting a tattoo, and he's like, "What did he get? Like a dolphin?"
Yeah. Oh, no. There was one cop there while on duty at the convention. He gets this like little tattoo on his shoulder, right? And his whole demeanor changed. He went from like just like some guy walking around to like walking around like he was big and macho.
Of course, tattoos make men stand a little.
I'm like, dude, were you like super cop all of a sudden? You guys, and then he was standing in line to get judged.
Yeah. Would have been hilarious if he would have won. Wouldn't it have been hilarious?
From his little Superman tattoo?
Yes.
I don't even know why he entered. I think he entered himself. The tattoo artist was probably like, no. Do not enter.
Well, see, and that's the thing. The artist has no say in it because it is up to the client to do it. Now, the artist can ask their client, please enter this, and, pay for their entry at the carnival. But a lot of people just go up there without the artist even knowing.
Yeah. So, and there was all the winners were great pieces.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All of them. Now, I disagree with the Beetlejuice one that you guys like. Well, you like
that Beetlejuice one. I thought was so
one of the
good.
one of the first ones that I like was a Native American head, and it's actually, if you go to Carnival of Ink Network on Facebook, you guys see it. It's a great Native American piece, a chief with head feathers and everything like that. Of course, I couldn't put that on my body per se. Just saying, because I'm white as they come. But
didn't you grow up thinking you were Samoan?
Yeah, I did. I was lied to, and then my brothers had to let me know. Yeah, that's a cover up. Poor Don has to get rid of.
You don't have a thing that says Samoa. You just have
I just have a little Samoan tribal band.
But you did live in Hawaii.
But we did live in Hawaii, and there was tons. Okay, so let me give this backstory here. I have a mother who is a compulsive liar. Well, I found this out later in my teenage years, but I have all these pictures of us in Hawaii and all these Samoan dudes that are around us, all these kind of things. And I was told all these stories. Oh yeah, that's your cousin, this and that. Your dad's half and half, all this. And I was like, oh, okay, I can see it. But where's that big nose, that we talk about in Samoa, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
The big nose. So the breather.
It's like big nostrils. Like
big nostrils. Yeah.
I have that, but I'm not Samoan.
You're not Samoan. You're
I know I'm not.
Yes. So I was told all these stories. So I was brought up thinking I'm part 1/4 Samoan. Come to find out, my brother's like, those are like the maintenance people that worked at the hotel that we used to be part owners at. I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad but that was before I got the Samoan tribal band, and needless to say, it's a mistake. It'll get fixed.
Wouldn't cover it up. I think it looks good.
No, it's actually really horrible because it was a 12-pack of Modelo when he did it, and he did not do a very good job. So
we were, our booth was right across from the guy was on Ink Masters.
What's
his name? The Mexican Cholo dude.
Ton Chingon.
Yeah, that was his name.
Pretty cool guy.
I would not fuck with that dude. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, I talked to him afterwards as we were getting ready to leave.
Yeah, you guys were pointing at me and laughing.
Yeah, we were. We were like, that puto over there. He's like, yeah, that puto over there. I'm just kidding. No, we were talking. Real good guy. He's like, yeah, come by the shop when you're in town next month and all this kind of stuff. And I was telling the story I told you guys. I could have sworn I saw him up on Main Street in Las Vegas on bikes and all that kind of. He goes, I'm up there a lot, but I don't know if I was there that day per se. So, shout out to him and his crew. They had a lot of people, whereas Dawn all by herself, almost everywhere.
And we were there.
No, you weren't.
No, we weren't.
We weren't. Yes, we were in and out of there.
You would walk by and be like, and then just keep on walking.
Now, the funny story for me was anytime we do these man on the streets is trying to get Sebastian worked up to these man on the streets kind of thing. Because when he starts to get work, he has to be worked into the whole solution. So
Go ahead. Continue.
I won't embarrass you. I won't tell everything. So one of the biggest things, you can tell when he's not ready to start interviewing people or start interacting with people. And it's usually the first couple hours, right? The first couple hours. Yeah, he doesn't. Get him some beers, and as a good producer as I am, I'm over there with basically the drugs. Here, drink one of these. Drink one of these, Sebastian. Drink one of these.
You want some vodka? You want some whiskey?
Now, Sebastian just drank beer pretty much. Yeah, you only drank beer. The only time you had a shot or something is at the end of the night. We had a screwball shot, peanut butter.
As far as
shot.
you know.
As far as I know. That's right. That's right. So I got to get them worked in, which is really sad because I feel like I'm enabling a behavior that's not good. Shame on me. So I'll probably go to hell. So it doesn't even matter. So
I'm driving the bus, so you're good.
That's right. Exactly. And Don's driving the bus. So, but once he starts to get going, I can't really stop him. He wants to do this. He wants to do that. He wants to talk to this. He wants to talk to that. And then you got to start over the next day. And so Saturday was our prime day, but
you were getting tattooed.
I was busy getting tattooed.
I was like, "Where's my producer at?"
Sebastian was left to his own accord.
I'm nothing without you, Sam.
And poor Tiffany was like, "What do I say? What do I do?" And I was like, "Tiffany, just interject yourself. Like, tell him what to do, and he'll maybe follow along." I said maybe because I know Sebastian would be like, "Shut up, sit down. Who are you? Who are you? You're just a girlfriend. Go away."
You know, one thing, Sam's kind of like my comfort. When I first started podcasting, when I very first started doing this, I used to wear a fedora. Right. And I couldn't do a podcast without the fedora. It was like a security blanket.
Yeah.
It's like this made me feel at ease, made me feel comfortable, made me feel welcomed. And if Sam's not there, because I'm used to Sam being there on these things, it's not as easy for me to get into a rhythm because Sam, believe it or not, has really good ideas. Has really good ideas and will tell me things and I can play off of what he suggests and doing it on my own is a little bit more difficult, but we handled it and the video should be out hopefully next weekend, something like that. I'm going to work on it a little bit.
Just tonight. Call Sebastian Linus and I'm Linus's blanket.
That's right.
That's right.
I'll suck on you. I'll suck on you. All right. All right. And what I thought was funny was on the way back, Don got pulled over by
Don. That is
hold on. Going, she was driving my car. I fell asleep and I wake up to lights are flashing behind me. I'm like, here's my insurance because she's driving my car, right? Gets pulled over going 90.
I was not. I was not.
Now here's the deal. The cop, she was like, "What a dick." I was like, he was nice. I thought he would look, he gave me a ticket. And then you know what? Hold on. He comes into the car. He goes, or he goes on my side. I'm on the passenger side. So he goes to my side. We're on the highway. And he goes, after he's talking about the speeding, "You guys been drinking tonight?" And I was like, "No, we haven't. For once in my life. No, I have not been drinking tonight." And he goes, What's that down there? Is what do you say? Is that an empty case?
Is that old?
Is that old? And I realized I have a 12-pack of chiladas. And I was like, "No, bro, it's not even open yet." So he lets us go. But here's why I thought he was nice.
Did you get a ticket though?
Yeah, she got a ticket. Yeah, she got a ticket.
Damn it.
But
Don,
he took my sticker. I gave him a loud spot sticker.
Yeah, that's
I said,
what,
"Hey,
that's,
do
that's
you listen
what
to podcasts?"
Nice. That's what made him nice was because he took the sticker. But screw Don and the $200 ticket whenever I wasn't doing 90.
That is 2 tickets you have gotten driving my car now.
I know.
2 tickets. One in Oklahoma City and one in Kansas.
I know.
Right, so real quick.
Don, my car has cruise control.
Yeah.
And Sam's not even Sam has no room to talk. He's not even a good driver in my car because he will wait 5 minutes for a car to pass before he makes a turn because he thinks he's in his semi or his truck.
I was not going any faster than Sebastian drives that car himself whenever he drives.
That's not good. That's not a good excuse because he drives that car fast.
But it wasn't 90. I was not doing. I was speeding. I was going faster than 75.
She was going 77 into 75.
I was that tack was in between 80 and 85.
All right. Well,
she saw the cop pull off the highway.
Yes, I was behind that cop, and he lit his little flasher thingies, got in the middle of the highway, lit up his little flasher thingies. So I was doing 80, and I was staying behind him. And then probably 4 miles, he gets off, and he gets off on a scenic route. I'm watching him. He's not coming out. I'm still doing fucking 80 all the way down. Never see his headlights. I'm 5 miles past where he exited, and I finally speed up to 85, and I start seeing a car just creeping. I mean, fast tracking my ass.
Ma'am, what was the speed limit?
75.
I know.
Exactly.
I said I was speeding. It's the fact that it's 90 that's going to go on my record.
He did have a nice mustache. He had a nice mustache. He did. He was like a Spanish dude with a nice mustache. And
it's because he went on your side of the car. He saw you, and I couldn't.
You get pulled over, and you want to argue with them. I was not going 90. I would have said immediately. Do you know why I pulled you over? I was probably speeding, but you know what? I got a podcast. Here's the sticker. Hey, let you go with the warning. But she's like, I was not speeding, you son of a bitch.
Yeah,
I did not say
you
that.
small dick MFer.
I wanted to.
That's what she was saying.
No, but if you're gonna lie on me, I'm gonna call you out. You're lying on me. I know I was not doing 90. I was speeding.
So you're saying there's no point for you to get pulled over?
No, I was speeding. I was in the wrong. But don't lie on me. Don't say I'm doing something I'm not. He didn't have a radar to prove it.
Well, and you should have said yes, there was no point, because we're going to play a song from Nonpoint.
That's right.
Right now, called A Million Watts. And Sam, so you know, it's the one with the heart on it.
Yep.
Right, okay. Here is Nonpoint, A Million Watts, right here on the loud spot.
That's when the beat drops. So sick it'll make you stop. Got the room turning up, but I don't think it's loud enough. A million watts when the beat drops. So sick it'll make you stop. Got the room turning up, but I don't think it's loud enough. I'm a badass, gonna look it up, check out the math, and before that luck, want me to turn down and when me turn it up, people still want to take me out of party up front. Keep the sad asshole making up every kind of excuse just to not show up right. I take a champagne shower, clean up, and then never take a look to meet you on the dance floor. Time to get the walls rattling. Time to get the windows shattering. Time to get the neighbors shocked. A million watts when the beat drops. So sick it'll make your heart stop. Got the room turning up. It'll make you won't stop. Got the room turning up, but I don't think it's loud enough. It's that click, click, bang in this bitch. Cool cats, gold grills, bodies in they stitch. Pump, pump, pass for the whole class bitch. A million watts running through that whole city grid. Blowing out lights from the power that we bring. Treat it like a chorus, make the whole crowd sing. To bring it all back, not to chill out and relax, but to teach the whole city how to live in excess. Come on. Get the walls rattling. Time to get the windows shattering. Time to get the neighbors shocked. A million watts when the beat drops. So sick it'll make your heart stop. Got the room turning up, but I don't think it's loud enough. A million watts when the beat drops. So sick it'll make your heart stop. Got the room turning up, but I don't think it's loud enough. No need for sockets when you're so electric. I'll plug in and light up this place on my own. Time to get the windows shattered. Got the needle bending on the meter. Check and measure, the pressure will get you. Time to get the walls rattling. Time to get the windows shattered. Time to get the neighbors shocked. When the beat drops, so sick it'll make your heart stop.
So y'all know, since I'm an 80s baby, I have to bring up Ozzy Osbourne. Did y'all hear he was coming out with a documentary?
Who's that?
Right? You probably don't know who
Never
Ozzy
heard.
Osbourne is. So we sold our souls for rock and roll.
Post Malone.
I know who Post Malone is.
Oh yeah, Post Malone. Yeah, he
With-
made him famous.
Yeah, with his cut off
Never heard
shorts.
of a
and
bat
boots.
eating,
Yeah,
bat biting head off a singer over there.
that's right.
Never heard.
So they did. We sold our souls for rock and roll back 20 years ago, basically 1999 for Ozfest, and it was a documentary. And Sharon would not let it be released, and she's finally agreed 20 years later to get that thing released. No dates as of yet, per Penelope Spheris, which is the director who cried herself to sleep for 3 years.
Isn't she the same person? And maybe I read it wrong. Who Wayne's World,
Yeah.
directed Wayne's World.
She did.
So she does a whole Ozzy documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't get released. This is from 1999. Okay.
Yep.
So we're looking 24, 20, almost 25 years after the fact that it was spent 3 years on a documentary.
Well, they're saying just 20 years. So yeah, 3 years would put it as 20 years that it was finished.
1999. No, that would still put
It
at
started. It's
2002. Well, depending on when they started in 1999.
It was based around the 1999 Ozfest, is from what I was reading. But my thing is why did Sharon hold it all those years?
You know this. You know this answer.
I looked it up. I couldn't find it.
There's
Okay.
no answers.
Guys,
but I think it's because he was in the limelight back then and didn't need it, and she knew that she was going to need it later in his career, and he's about to release a new album, and so she needs to get him back in the spotlight because he's been gone for so long. A lot of people have forgotten that he's even doing new music, and he's actually had 2 albums in the last 2 years.
We did a song with Elton John, a couple years ago.
Post
that
Malone
was-
just recently.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Did a song with him also.
Mhm.
So did
So-
Eminem. I just made that up.
Yeah, I was gonna
I made
say,
that up. I wanted to see if Sam was going to be like, oh, yeah, the Eminem one. And he was like,
I would have played along to make you not look silly, but I was like, wait, hold up. I don't remember that.
I was
one.
about to say, I know Steven Tyler did,
he just did. He really just did one, though, with MC Hammer. And Michael Jackson's on
Oh,
it.
okay. All right.
Just released, and it features R. Kelly.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I think it's safe to say Sharon is a very smart manager. Remember,
Most
don't forget
definitely.
that. So she's Ozzy's manager. Don, you
Yeah.
hit it right, the nail on the head. When your artist starts to downturn and he doesn't have, or your artist does not have a lot of stuff going on, something's got to be put out there. And I think it was a good thing to wait for this. You can do the whole 25-year anniversary. There's a lot of things. I do feel bad for the director and the one that did the documentary, waiting for this to be released so that way that would help her career. But however, at the end of the day, you still got paid, director.
The best thing in this lady's career could have just happened. Sometimes things are a blessing in disguise. Back in 2002, whenever it was going to originally be released, I'm sure that Sharon didn't want it released, and she was pissed. The director lady was. I'm sure she wasn't happy with it.
She cried every
25
night.
years later, this is going to sell more, probably, I don't know, views or Netflix. I don't know what they're putting it on. It's going to sell more. You can't even say tapes anymore. But anyways, people are going to watch it more now and be more into it than they would have been 20 years ago. And it's a blessing in disguise. She's going to make a bunch more money from this now than she would have back then. So,
guys, don't forget, we're a hair away from losing Ozzy. I mean, he's on the way out. There's no doubt. If you watch his podcast,
Well, he has Parkinson's.
we've been a hair away from losing Ozzy, and 20 years later, that's why they did the documentary. She was like, he's gonna die. Let's get this out there. 20 years later, he's still alive, walking around on stage.
I mean, but if you watch the
He's
podcast,
better than Axl Rose. I mean, that one, Lord.
Don't sue me,
know.
Ozzy people.
No.
Or
I've-
Axel. Or
I've
Axl.
no,
Axl.
I am a GNR fan to the core, and I was always an Axel fan, but I heard him live, and oh my God, he sounds like a woman now, like one of those butch women trying to sing and can't sing, and I'm like, oh my God.
He looks like one too.
Yes.
It's really bad.
Who's
Yes.
GNR?
Guns and Roses, and I keep telling you this. You're smiling because you know, asshole.
Because I
Mirage
did not
and
know
Rangers.
GNR meant about a year ago. I never heard GNR, and then I'm not a Guns. I'm not a Guns N' Roses fan.
So who's all in that documentary, Don?
Huh?
Who's all in that documentary?
Not us.
Yeah, not us. Slipknot is in there, and yeah, you would call me out on that. Give me 1 second because my notes.
I'll tell you shouldn't be on the drummer
Slipknot,
from
Slayer,
Slipknot.
System of the Down, and
Sebastian Cosme.
yeah.
Anyways, talking
it
about
needs to be.
Slipknot, while Don looks over who's all in there. Talking
Yeah,
about Slipknot.
Slipknot.
It was
Guy-
not the drummer from Slipknot. It was not the drummer. It was probably just Corey Taylor.
It
Actually,
was Joey. It was Joey. He was in it.
It was your mom, fool.
Anyways, talking about Slipknot, guys, did you guys saw that they dismissed Mr. Jay Weinberg, who's been there for the last 3 albums, over 10 years with them since, and took over for Joey.
Weinberg?
Weinberg. He's
Jewish
the
guy, huh?
Yeah, well, he's a famous son of Max Weinberg from Conan O'Brien.
Not
Conan
to be
O'Brien's
confused
old
with
drummer.
the wine.
Sebastian,
Stein-
don't get
Weinstein-
racist. Don't get racist.
Weinstein
Don't get
guy.
racist. The Puerto Rican does not need to get racist up in here. I don't understand why he does this.
I'm just saying, not to be confused with the Weinstein, who died in prison for.
my thing is
That's-
the band's not saying anything of why they did
That's
this,
horrible.
and he's not saying anything.
Hold on,
Sam just
let's
got the joke.
Let's stop right there because that was a really bad in
So
taste
Jay
joke.
Weinberger is
All right,
not
let's-
associated with Harvey Weinstein. Perfect.
Yeah, that was bad. You first of all, you went.
That was a great joke, dude.
You went and offended Jews.
No,
And
how?
then-
I no, I didn't offend. They offended themselves.
Did you have hard liquor tonight?
We're canceled
Anyway,
for the 20th time this week.
so what I did want to take a look at is there's nothing out there right now that it has said why they let go of Jay. They just had a band meeting and decided to part ways with him. He didn't even know. Same thing just happened just recently with Craig Jones. They did the same thing with him.
Who's that?
What's that?
Who's Craig Jones?
Well, see, that's the thing about Slipknot. You
Not to
forget
be
the-
confused with the Jonas Brothers,
Oh, Lord.
who are
Jesus.
not in prison. Okay.
Sebastian, your jokes tonight are not working.
They're
I'm
great.
sorry.
I think they're fantastic.
They're horrible. They're horrible. But yeah, they're parting ways with their members, and I'm only wondering what's going on. So here's my speculation. Because there's really nothing
Craig
out.
Jones he was part of Slipknot as well.
Yes,
Okay.
They're kicking out everyone.
they're kidding. All right, so we all know that in this industry, there's a lot of members in that band. 9 members at one time. 9 members. That's a lot of money that has to get divvied up.
There's about
Okay.
to be one member, Corey
Yeah,
Taylor.
But
there's
isn't
about
there
to-
only ever one set of drums? I mean, why get rid of the drummer?
Okay. We're talking about royalty checks. Okay. All right. So they've been
But they've
getting rid.
around for too
Hold
long.
on. Let me finish
God
my
damn, fine,
train
go
of
ahead,
thought.
go ahead.
Okay. Let me finish my train of thought, and then
Stupid.
you can build off it. So I think what's happening is Corey's been noted to say, that the cost of getting out there and doing all this kind of stuff, it costs a lot of money. You got to pay for production, you got to pay for the staff, you got to pay for all these kind of things. When you got 9 members that are not touring musicians, and touring musicians average rate 150 to 250 a day. Okay, so if you think about it, but if it's an original member, they're going to probably make more because that they were a part of that song in some way, shape, or
Yeah.
form.
Yes.
Because not only they're going to get the daily performance fee, but they're also going to get a percentage from ASCAP, BMI, all those kind of things for the song that was played actually on that stage. And then on top of that, at the end of the year, annually, quarterly, however they divvy it up, they're going to probably divvy up those kind of royalties that come back from the record label for their share. So I think what's happening is Corey's just trimming down the fat, because they all wear masks. No one knows who they are. And Corey and probably a couple others write all the music.
You are missing the whole point of why this is happening. Okay. What you just said last week. No, listen, last week we talked, Corey was, or a couple weeks ago, whenever it was, Corey was complaining, or not really complaining, but saying that his band Slipknot will never be as wealthy as Taylor Swift because of the music side. If he's trying to maybe he's trying to make more money, because if they trim the band out, more money goes in his pocket. And he was just talking about not being as wealthy as some of these other celebrities.
I didn't miss the point, Sebastian.
You did miss the point.
I think
but you didn't say it. I'll tell you.
That's what Sam was saying. He just wasn't blatantly saying.
I will blatantly say that.
Yes, and I agree. I think Corey's getting rid of a lot of old members that were there. More of those royalty checks come to him.
Okay, but the drummer,
the Jews have made enough. Let's get rid of all the Jewish people in our band.
That's another cut, 36-20. You can't say that in this time, right now, in this time and age.
I'm Puerto Rican. I can say whatever I want.
And you get on to me for my slang.
Yeah.
Well, you're white, so.
Well, you can say Jew because Jew is a religion and as well as a nationality, but you just can't say it in the way that.
I think Hebrew is the religion. I don't think Jews are religion. I think they're Jewish people from Jerusalem, and they, study the religion of Hebrew. Ism. Is it an ism?
I think it is an ism.
All right.
I'm not Jewish.
I don't know. Jesus Christ. Let's get to the new song. We got a new music break from Garzi featuring Matty Mullins of Memphis May Fire right here on the Loud Spot.
If
unsafe band performances. By the way, we got a guy named Weed in the background who is in the band The Oddeven. I do not think his mother named him Weed. But
No, I think that was
we'll
all
find
him.
out. She probably named him
we'll find out.
Marijuana, is what she named him. And he
Yes.
goes by Weed.
Hey, but maybe he's from Weed, California.
That's not like
He could
Richard
be from
and
Weed,
Dick.
California. I don't know. We'll find out when he comes in here in a couple minutes. But let's talk about unsafe band conditions and performances. What band was that?
Bring me the horizon.
Bring me the horizon. Thanks, Sam. They played in Indonesia somewhere.
Jakarta.
Jakarta or Jakarta? You say things wrong, Sam.
Jakarta.
You tell Sam to say something. He calls an Aquaphor probably.
No. First of all, I don't even know what Aquaphor is or Aquaphor. Right.
See,
He has a tattoo on
Actually,
it.
I do. You explained what it is to me. It's lotion for tattoos, those kind of things.
Structural integrity. If you're in a band, I've seen this happen on stages, and maybe we can give some insight on this when he comes on. Where I've seen stages, I'm like, dude, that's gonna fall.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to cut the concert short because they said their monitors are moving, their cameras are moving around.
Yep.
The band's hopping up and down on stage. You got good stage presence.
Right.
If that falls on you, if the stage collapses, crew's going to get hurt, band's going to get hurt. But what's crazy is you would think this is like a kind of a bigger venue in Indonesia.
Mm-hmm.
They would have everything already prepared and safe for the band. And then the promoter comes out. The band comes out saying it was structurally unsafe.
Right.
And the promoter comes out saying technical difficulties.
Right. Now it is technical difficulties. That's how they all chalk it up. It's all technical.
It's called crappy construction people that live in Indonesia building a stage.
Okay, now let's not offend the whole country of Indonesia.
Well, no, there's crappy construction
workers.
workers in America. I've seen it here. I've never been overseas seeing concert, but I've seen it here. And
that's right. They're working on your property down in Ocean Springs, as we know it. So, but
Weed's like, why am I even on this goddamn podcast? I'm about to exit right now.
Yeah. So here's the thing with that. With that, you're going to have that even here in America. You're going to have you hire someone to do a job. They don't do it very well. Now remember, in India, they probably don't have the checks and balances that we have here in the United States, as far as making sure the stage is structurally sound, like OSHA regulations kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think the problem I have with this whole thing is that the writing, the small writing, it wasn't a big, large scale riot, but the small writing of people getting mad because Bring Me the Horizon couldn't do their set because they canceled it. But I'm more power to the guys, because they also tried to do it the next night, and they still were going to have the same problems, because it starts from, any stage. It starts from the floor. It starts from the bottom, and there's something wrong with the bottom. Something that's tied together, tight enough, stuff like that. But I think it's safe to say that promoter will not be using that sound and stage company next
ever
time
again. Yeah.
So I mean, he might be. He might be Indonesian.
It might be his cousin. I'm just saying.
His cousin might own the venue, dude. He's like, we just got to fix this. They put like one little piece of wood somewhere, like a stilt.
Right. I think it was an outdoor event. It was an outdoor thing, so I don't think Sam, it was a venue.
Out of all the times that you've been throwing, getting bands on tours, on these nationwide tours, and seeing concerts, has there been very many times you've seen a stage that just looked unsafe for the band?
No on stages, but yes on sound. I've had sound issues where sounds cut out, sounds canceled. I remember there was a night where we had glass clouds up on stage, and they kept blowing fuses because the venue that we were using just was old, basically, in a nutshell. And there was too much power going on. Same thing happened when I had Born of Osiris and The Word Alive. And I talked to why can't I remember his name? Telly about it.
You think I remember? Because I definitely do not remember.
But sometimes these things happen. It's okay. But the only thing that is not acceptable by no means whatsoever, before the show even starts, before you even open gates, is that stage needs to be as most secure as possible and should not move whatsoever. I mean, like a 30 people could be jumping up and down. It should not move on a 40 by 40 stage.
Let's bring Weed in here from the band The Odd Even and ask him, what's up? There he is, the band The Odd Even. You know, people often ask me, what's your favorite number? You know what I tell them?
I don't.
Odd even.
Pick odd or even.
All right. I'm going to pre-warn you already tonight. I'm going to pre-warn you already tonight. He is not, I don't know where his mind is. His jokes are freaking horrible.
When we were recording our latest video for Another Nail, we were doing it in the middle of the woods at night. My guitar player is like, he's like, hey, I got a great joke for this. What's the scariest plant in the forest? And we're like, I don't know. He goes, bamboo.
I like that.
No,
Like,
it's horrible. It's horrible. Yeah,
I think that's the best joke I've ever heard in my life, to be honest with you.
I know. Right now, at this moment, if we were to do it next week, you would actually probably have a different say in the whole entire thing. So,
No, I would say the same.
I'm actually sad that I started the show with that. Sorry, guys.
yeah, that's right.
Well, hey, the band,
I'm
The
gonna
Odd
drink.
Even. Hey, cheers. You are one of the original creators of the band, right?
Yep.
I am. Yep.
And your mom did not name you Weed or marijuana, probably.
No, that's actually my real last name, believe it or not.
Oh, that's why you go by Weed.
There you go.
That
He
makes
played
way
sports
more
in high school.
sense. Sam, shut up, dude. I'm talking to Weed over here, okay? This guy, that's a great last name to have. Did you grow up in California?
It's been a fun life.
You're from Baltimore, right? Or the band's from Baltimore?
I was actually born in D.C., but yeah, I've lived all over Maryland, Virginia, D.C. So yeah.
Did you get jokes the whole time about your last name being Weed?
Oh my God! I mean, like I said, it's been a lifetime full of fun. When I got married, my wife was like, "You're not going to believe this." This person said, "I was like, just stop." I've got years of that.
Yeah, I've already heard this.
That's awesome, man. And you guys have the I guess formed 2019, had your first album out 2020.
So yeah, the EP came out in 20. Yep, and then so this is our third record, which will be released in January coming up.
And your first album came out 4/20/2020.
I mean, we thought it was going to be fantastic. We were all excited. You got Weed in the band. We got 420 happening.
Right.
New record, new band, and wham! Guess what happened? COVID.
Right.
It was like, oh my God! You want to talk about taking the air out of the balloon?
So, has anyone ever told you that you look like Orange County Choppers, like the son from Orange County Choppers?
Depending
The
on how my
younger
hair
one,
is.
Mikey.
Yeah, the one that doesn't come on screen very much.
Ain't it Mikey?
I think it's Mikey. Yeah,
I
Looks like
barely
that.
watched the show.
The young blonde one. I
Yeah.
watched it.
Not the dad and the son that go at it, but the one that stays the fuck out of it.
Yeah, Mikey.
Yeah, Mikey.
He resembles. I don't think completely.
Okay. All
The other day,
You look-
I had my hair up and some of my dreads were out, and I was actually buying paint at the hardware store. And the girl goes, "Are you in Gemini syndrome?" No, but
Well,
can I
you
get-
missed it. We had Ellis from Nonpoint, his new song. The
Elias.
newest song.
See,
Elias.
Sam says Elias.
I was like, is there a guy named Alice in Nonpoint?
Elias. You know what? You're fucking me up tonight, Sebastian.
No, I'm not.
You and your
You're
stupid-ass
fucking yourself up, dude. You're fucking yourself up.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you're on, but you need to fucking counteract it with alcohol. Jesus Christ.
Look,
Cheers.
see, cheers. I'm drinking alcohol. See,
How many
I'm
have you
drinking
drank
alcohol.
before the show? How many did you drink before
You guys
the show?
off. Sam, I'm not talking to you. Off the bat, you guys seem like you had some commercial, or not commercial success, but have done tours with some really big band names out there. Now, I know the singer from Flaw is the singer for your guys' band at the same time. And were you guys friends before you started? Did you start that with him, or how did that all come together?
No, so my guitar player's name is E.T., and we were in another band, and just we're having all kinds of problems with the singer, and we were like, hey, look, we're writing all the songs. Let's get out of here. Let's make our own thing. And so we split off, started the Oddeven, and within the first couple months, we did a show with Nonpoint down in New Orleans. We played with Soulfly. We played with the guys in Last in Line, which are all the Dio cats. So we're doing those type of shows. We went to New Orleans. I guess we played at the 40 Watt Club in Georgia. We played at Tally Ho in Virginia. So that's kind of got us where we're like, okay, this is going to work out. This is cool. We went through like 5,000 drummers. And when we signed with Pavement for our last record, we went on the road with Edema and Flaw.
Nice.
And that's where we became friends with Chris. And we kind of hit it off. He was a Maryland guy and all this stuff. And so, we had some things in common. And, we were out on the road with them for 6 weeks. So, I mean, you become boys, obviously. You're either going to kill each other or you're going to get along, right? And so, we hit it off and we started talking. We said, hey, look, when we get back, we got some ideas where we think your voice might really work out. And we had no intention of parting ways with our singer at the time. But when we got off road, he kind of made a decision and said, this isn't really my thing. He was, buying a house and getting settled down and all that stuff. We said, okay, cool. You know what?
Why do you even join a band if it's not your thing? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you knew this was coming.
Know. Some people don't know what it's going to feel like until they're out on the road.
How many bands have you quit or got fired out of? Come on.
Like 20. I didn't quit. I got kicked out of every single one of them.
Exactly.
I mean, there's a thing. I mean, like literally, when you're on the road for a lengthy period of time, sometimes you got to look in the mirror and say, "Is this for me?" You know what I mean? And like, how much do I love being on the stage for 1 hour versus, oh my God, this sucks. I'm awake at a truck stop in the middle of Nebraska in the middle of the night. You know what?
I'm in Illinois right now.
You know what I like about your guys' band? I love the whole alien, out of this world thing you guys have going on. And I think, let me read my notes here. It says something about DNA, no human DNA found.
Yeah.
So are you guys all big alien? Because I'm a huge alien conspiracy theorist, so you're not going to offend me.
Here we go.
Hey, once again, Sam,
alien conspiracy.
We have the microphone. So, are you guys big into alien stuff, or is that just like for fun? Because if it's just for fun, dude, I'm not going to listen to y'all anymore.
Well, then, duh. Of course, it's not for fun.
All right, everyone, follow their band.
No. So the whole thing came about. I mean, neither ET or I are very religious at all. So we're not, we're like, hey, look, who knows where we came from? It's and not to offend anybody, but it's like, there's something bigger out there, whatever. And so we've always kind of looked for, what's in the unknown, what's this, science meets religion meets wherever. And, always kind of question that. And obviously my guitar player's name is ET. So strangely enough, I went and took the Ancestry DNA test 3 times, and it kept producing no results.
Wait, you did?
I did.
Yeah.
And the reason why I did that was because I was adopted. And so it wasn't like to find my family or anything else, but it was like, hey, let me see if I have any underlying conditions and all that kind of stuff. And so I was like, why can't I get a read on this? And so I called up ET and I said, this is kind of strange. I've got my 3rd no results test back from Ancestry DNA. And he goes, wow, that's odd even. And so the name kind of went with that. And he goes, I think you're probably an alien. And we ran with it from there. So
you just do my whole dad joke I said in the beginning. You just threw it away. Just threw it away. You give a real response to your band's name. I was going with my thing, and you went with your thing. That's fine. I mean, you're our guest. We'll let you have it.
Thanks. You got any
That
sandwich?
is cool, man. So you never got any results from that. Still to this day, you still don't know your ancestry.
No, strangely enough, I actually did finally. On attempt number 4.
Ah, bullshit.
No, I'm not kidding. I actually found my real mom. So yeah,
Nordic.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they were like, you're from basically the North Pole area. So
See, you guys are saying who he looks like. I would have said Madonna had a kid with Jack Black. That's weed. That's weed right there. That's weed right there.
There you go.
Let's play your latest music video, not your newest song, which actually came out today. Which is called Another Nail. And then you have Darkness coming out on January 5th. So a bunch of new songs. This song, though, that we're going to play right now, the most recent, I think, music video released is Whiskey.
Yep, that's correct.
All right. Let's play Whiskey right now. And if you will, please stay right there till after the music video. Let's go.
Sorrows
There we go with whiskey. And, I do got to say, I was poking fun at you earlier saying that Madonna and Jack Black had a baby. But if I was making fun of myself, I'd be R. Kelly had a baby with Justin Timberlake and had a Les Brown male version of Jada Pinkett Smith, because I'm bald.
Well,
fuck you guys. That was fucking funny. That's
it wasn't.
Stand-up comedy routine that I'm coming out with.
Is that what's going on here? Are you hanging around Brandon? Is that what's going on?
I'm practicing.
Well, I was just going to comment that practice should be done in the cletcet.
Right. You don't want to know what he does in that closet.
And I should stay in the closet, right?
Yeah.
Let's find out. We can find his merch website. You got your website?
I do. It's real easy. theoddeven.com.
Boom.
There you go.
And you can find merch. Search them on Spotify.
Any upcoming tours for the winter time, or is it all being held off till the summer?
So I think April's when we're going to hit it.
Okay.
Chris is going out with Flaw in March. So it's looking like probably a 3-week-ish in April, maybe leading into May. And then he's back with Flaw again. I think he said that's got to wrap up by like the 10th of May. So somewhere in that April 15 to May 10 area is what we're looking at.
Have you ever told him? Man, fuck Flaw. This is our band now. You're with us, homie.
Oh, Jesus.
Have you ever thought about saying that? And like give him a reach around.
Don't.
We like fuck Flaw.
Okay. No.
Sebastian, please cut that out.
Are you talking about flogging or flog?
Yeah, no. He's saying, have you ever wanted to tell Chris, hey, fuck Flaw, like come over, just it's all about the Oddeven.
So no, because it's kind of too new, but I don't know, maybe one day. No.
See, I knew it was coming.
No, I love Flaw, and actually I love all the guys in the band, man. They're great friends of ours, and no, there's nothing like that. And to be honest, man, this is something like when we recorded these songs, E.T. and I were writing them, and we just said, you know what, Chris would be great on this, so let's get him involved. And he loved it, and so it's just it's a moment in time right now where we're just doing our thing, and if it works out where we all stick together, great. If not, E.T. and I will keep going with somebody else. Who knows who's next? You know what I mean?
Right.
So I can sing.
All right.
Sebastian.
Well, you definitely.
I'm just joking. I'm a horrible singer.
He's really bad. Really bad. So.
Fuck Flaw. I'm the new singer. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. All right. Hey, I'm just kidding. We love Flaw. I love Flaw. I grew up listening to Flaw.
I'm not going to get Chris on at all now.
No, he's going to come on. He's going to like my jokes. I'm super
He didn't
funny.
even want to come on for this one.
I don't blame. I mean, can you blame him?
No,
he's like research. He's like weed. That's all you, bro. You handle that podcast.
You or ET can do this.
You let us know how it goes. Hey, Weed, stay right there till after the outro song plays. We do have a couple more questions for you after the show. We want to thank all of our listeners for listening to the podcast. Follow us on all podcasting networks. That's all the time we got. Peace out, rock on, and much love.
This is the Loud Spot outro by nothing short of tragic.
Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does nothing short of tragic have us back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. Our pin post has to pin show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.